So put on a happy face.
Yeah, I am really happy. I've had a really good day. It's just
That's
been
good.
a long day. So, Sarah had reached out to me and wanted to know if we could kind of do like a little powwow and talk about what I'm doing with my team um, for Black Friday because I honestly, what really stirred it for me was I was kind of, you get those spam emails and like all these stores and stuff are like, oh, we're giving like here's a preview of what we're gonna have for our Black Friday sales, and I'm like, shut up, like really, like I don't even want to hear it. But then after I saw like a couple of them, I'm like, okay, wait a minute, like this is actually a really good idea. Like maybe we should do something as a team. So I started kind of tossing the idea around and coming up with some deals and things like that and trying to figure out how we could do it and still be compliant. So, and then I pitched it to my team last night, and it was amazing. Like, they were like, I'm on board. Yes, let's do it. And so we started assigning who's going to prepare what slides, and it's going to be a long day on Black Friday for us. So I basically am just going to kind of give you guys a rundown of what we're doing to give you an idea of how we're going to do it. And then when I'm done, if you guys have any questions, just feel free to ask. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an event. It's going to be created by the end of the week because we want to give about 2 weeks. We don't want to really create the event any earlier than 2 weeks out because I feel like people are going to forget about it and that type of thing. But people are already starting, obviously, because that's what stirred the idea for me. You're already starting to get those spam emails. People are starting to stores are starting to put out their ads and their, pre-Friday, like sneak peek sales and stuff. So I thought, let's do it 2 weeks out. And so we're going to create the event, but it's going to be private. So it's not going to be something that when you want to share the link, you're not going to be able to share the page on your page because no one's going to see it. It's going to say attachment unavailable because it's only going to be visible to people that are invited. So with that being said, that's how we're going to be able to keep it compliant so that we don't have to worry about being non-compliant. Hey, Liz. So we're going to create the event, and like I said, we're not going to start inviting people until right at 2 weeks out. So what we're doing right now is we're just kind of putting teasers out there and letting people know that we are going to have a super secret Black Friday sale. Obviously, the company is most likely going to throw out some type of a Black Friday sale deal as well that we can also throw in with it. But we thought we would do some of our own deals as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to post some teasers on our pages to kind of get the feelers out there. And so what we're doing as a team is we're each individually posting on our pages, and then we're creating our own VIP list. So only those people on that list, the day that we put the event live, to where people can start, seeing what we're going to be doing, they won't be added to it until the day that we actually post the event. But we are not going to post any of the deals themselves, any specifics, until 12:01 a.m. on Black Friday. Because it's kind of like that's what other, stores and things like that, retail stores do. They don't really release any of the really good deals until usually like that day. Some of them will do it like the day before so you know what you're going to stand in line for. But we want to kind of keep them on edge, you know what I mean? So we thought we would just go live with them. We're not going to do a Facebook Live in the beginning. But we are going to start posting what the deals are at 12:01 a.m. And we're going to post a new deal every 5 minutes until all the deals have been posted. And then about 2 days beforehand, we're going to kind of give some teasers as far as, some benefits of some of the products. And we're mainly going to focus on just a few products. So we're not going to plug all of the It Works products. So here are the deals that we're actually going to do for ours. You have to make sure that whoever is on your team that invites people, if you're going to do this one, you got to make sure that they're all okay to selling the wraps and facials for this price. So we know we have our Blitz cards, right? And on the Blitz cards, it says $30 for a wrap, and then it's crossed out and it says the 25. So we're actually going to make a post with the Blitz card as the picture, and we're going to let them know that for just from 12:01 a.m. until 11:59 p.m., They can buy a wrap or a facial if they don't want to have that commitment for just $15. So, and the reason we're doing that is because, again, there's going to be people that want to get a really good deal, but they also don't want that commitment yet. So, but again, you have to make sure that whoever you open your Black Friday event up to on your team, you definitely want to get together with them and make sure that they're okay with that. Because there may be people on your team that are like, there's no way I'm selling wraps for $15. But we all agreed as a team, every single person, if there was one person that wasn't okay with it, then we said we weren't going to do it. So we are only limiting it to one wrap or facial. So we're not letting them do like 4 wraps for $60. So we're telling them they can try one wrap or facial, and it's only one wrap or facial per person. And then they have to get with you, and they have to pay for the wrap, either like however you want to do that, like through PayPal or I don't know, Chase Quick Pay, or like meeting you in person or whatever within 24 hours. So those are the thing out for that one. And then we're also going to do for any skincare purchase. It can be from a current loyal customer or a new loyal customer. Anyone that orders anything from our skincare line, so that could be, you know, the exfoliating peel, the cleanser, the toner, the wow, the lip and eye, any of our skincare products, then we're going to throw in a free facial for them. And again, all of these deals, just so you know, I made sure that with my team, we didn't agree to this unless everyone was on board with that, because they have to be willing. So like, let's say Sarah gets a guest on and her guest wants to order the cleanser. Sarah has to be okay with giving a free facial. But the whole point behind doing this is because it's really going to help to boost our volume for this last quarter. And then we're going to be pushing some of the packs because those are more budget friendly. So one of the packs we're going to be pushing for with a deal is the ThermoFit and the Fat Fighter pack for $49. So we're going to say anyone that orders, whether it be a current loyal or a new loyal customer, is going to get a free wrap to go with that.
Are you limiting these to one as well? So
Yes.
like if they ordered, okay, just
Yeah.
wanted to.
Okay, so the next pack we're going to push is the greens and the cleanse for $49. They'll also get a free wrap for anyone that orders that as well. And then anyone that orders a box of wraps, we are offering up free shipping on that first order if they sign up as a loyal customer. So this is only for new loyal customers. And then we're also throwing in a free roll of Fab Wrap. So to get prepared, my team and I ordered 12 rolls of Fab Wrap, and each of my teammates are going to order 2 rolls of Fab Wrap, so we all have like a stockpile of it, so we can really push the wraps. And so that's pretty much it. Those are the deals that we're offering. And then we set up a schedule of who's going to make slides and posts for what, and they're going to be posted in our team page ahead of time so we can make sure that the verbiage is good. It's not too wordy, but it gives just a little bit of information to get some curious. I've also let my team know a good point to make for yourself, something on your 6 list to do every single day until then, is to make a list of all of your current loyal customers and how many perk points they currently have, because we can also be pushing, that's another thing we're going to definitely be posting about, is all of our holiday gift sets. And so we're definitely going to make sure that we let our current LCs know that they can use their perk points towards the Peppermint Bliss gift packs. They can't use them for the other holiday sets, but they can for the Peppermint Bliss. So that's not really a deal that we're giving them. We're just letting them know, you know, like, hey, if you want to hop on this, you know, Black Friday sale or whatever, here's how many perk points you have. So if they place an additional order for the month of November, because listen, Black Friday is the 25th. So guess what? That's the last day for auto shipments to go. Okay. So this is the perfect time for you to get your current loyal customers to place an additional order to help boost your volume for your team and yourself. So what we're doing is we're offering for anyone that places an additional order, as long as their perk points don't, like let's say they have 50 perk points and they want to redeem that to get a Peppermint Bliss set, we're pushing it as a buy one, get one free. So those are kind of like, it's like individually based, if that makes sense. But for anyone that places an additional order, we're putting those people into a drawing for a free Peppermint Bliss pack. So it's just going to be one of those given out throughout our whole, our entire Black Friday sale. So one current loyal customer from our entire team that places an additional order, every single one of those people will be put into a drawing, and one of them will win a Peppermint Bliss gift set. And then for every single person that places an order, not buys the wraps don't count because they're not signing up as a loyal. But if they purchase a wrap or facial for $15 and they do become a loyal customer and order something else, then they're eligible. But we're going to put every single person that joins as a loyal customer or places an order into a drawing for one of the other holiday gift sets. And my team is all pitching in a couple of dollars so that I'm not incurring that entire cost.
All right, question on that. Is that for anybody that places an order on your Black Friday sale, current loyal customers and new loyal customers?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So we are breaking it up for, let's see, we are having someone do a slide with the ThermaFit and the Fat Fighters for that pack. We're having another team member do a post about our skincare, but only focusing on the cleanser and the exfoliating peel. Just because those are the two products that she's personally used and has a testimony on. So you guys can kind of cater that to what you guys have, on your team. We've got another one going to focus on the cleanse. Another person talking about the greens. Someone else talking about Confianza, because Confianza is not in one of the packs of the specials that we're offering, but it is still a budget-friendly product. And then I am going to get one of my local distributors. Sorry, I'm tired, so I'm rambling. I'm going to pick up one of my local distributors that day, and she's going to come to my house, and we're going to do a Facebook Live doing the wraps and the defining gel. But we're going to wait until after about 3 p.m. because that's when a lot of people, the Black Friday sales have kind of slowed down. So we're going to have more viewers around that time. And then that's pretty much what we're doing. So do you guys have any other questions?
Yeah, I guess one of the things that I was just wondering is basically, so like when you do a Facebook party with like the slides, is that essentially what like your posts are going to look like? Something similar to that?
Similar, yeah. We're making all new images though, specific for the Black Friday sale. So what we're doing is they're going to be slides with a product on them. Or it might just be like a slide that has, the verbiage, like let's see, what do we have? Let's say like the wraps and facials for $15. There'll be a lot of posts that'll, like the images will say like today only, and then we have a few distributors who are going to comment on they're assigned different slides that they're going to comment on, and they have like before and afters or things like that to help to keep those posts going. And like I said, we're actually going to make the first post at 12:01 a.m. and the reason for that is it's going to be a long day for all of us, but I think it's going to be a really good day for business, because if you think about it, there are crazy enough people out there that will get in line and camp out the night before for a Black Friday sale, right? I've never been one of those crazies. I have gotten in line at like 3 a.m. before, but what are people going to do while they're just standing in line waiting for the stores to open? They're going to be on their phones. So I was just thinking like, this is the perfect opportunity for us to really boost our month-end volume, and especially get our current loyal customers to place an additional order and save some money and get some freebies out of it, And then so each post is going to be posted about every 5 minutes or so until all of the deals have been posted. And then randomly throughout the day, about every hour or so, we're going to do, someone on the team is going to do like a Facebook Live or do another post and just saying, okay, so and we're going to shout out people like thank you, and if they're okay with being tagged, fine. If not, that's okay too. We're just going to say thank you. So for the 11 o'clock hour, we've had 3 people take advantage of this order. We've got, because our team was kind of thinking about maybe limiting it and saying only like the first 25 people can get a wrap for $15 or whatever. So that way we can kind of call it out and say, all right, so 10 of the 25, 10 people have taken advantage of, this offer or whatever. There's only 15 left. Once they're gone, they're gone. Kind of, again, that's why I was kind of like just rattling my brain thinking about Black Friday sales, like, because, there's limited quantities for a lot of those items. So why not we do the same thing? Because it'll kind of give people the sense of urgency, I'm thinking. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts?
I like that. I think that's a good idea because then, like you said, you have to create that sense of urgency. Otherwise it's going to be, oh, this will be available yet. So I'm going to do all my other Black Friday shopping. I'll get back to it. And then either they'll realize they spent too much money elsewhere or else, they'll just forget about it. And then, so yeah, I think the urgency thing is a good idea.
Right. And that's also why I think if we started at 12:01 a.m. while they're waiting in line or they're just getting up to get ready for, to sit out in the cold for hours, they haven't spent all their money yet. So we can actually get to them before they've spent all that money that they're saving up for Black Friday. So I figured it was just a really good way for us to be able to get to them before the other stores do. And just give them that, and especially like with the holiday packs, it's a great way for them they're out buying gifts for other people. Holiday packs are a great way to do that. And then you can also let like your current loyal customers know, go through and look at your current loyal customers. This was something I advised to my team. Go through and look at your current loyal customers and see who already orders the skincare products, the exfoliating peel, the cleanser, and or the facials, any of those 3 products. Same thing with the wraps and the defining gel. And the reason for that is because with those holiday packs, they're saving between $30 and $40 off the regular loyal customer price anyway. So let them know, hey, we can switch up what your order is for next month if you want, and we can get you stocked up for an even cheaper price by ordering this gift pack. And so maybe they like the exfoliating peel and they really want the cleanser, but they're just not interested in the facials. Let them know, hey, you can give those facials away to friends. There's 4 individually wrapped facials in that box that you can put into a little gift basket or something for someone. Throw in something in there with it, toe separators and a thing of nail polish or something. And say, here, girls' night on me or whatever,
That's cute. You got a lot of good ideas.
My brain gets going, let me tell you.
Awesome.
Okay. Becky, so what do you, so as far as like you posting on Facebook, I saw you put something already like kind of saying, that you're going to have a Black Friday special. Is that what your guys' plan is? And then just reaching out to like your existing loyals and like off of your hundreds list as far as people that you're planning to invite to the group? Or how are you, I'm just trying to think of like how to avoid having other customers of other distributors, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So the first people that we're reaching out to are our current customers or anyone that is a potential customer of ours. Maybe that someone has expressed that they're interested, but they've said maybe they can't afford it. This is the perfect opportunity for them to be able to afford it, especially if they're wanting to try a wrap or a facial, because we're doing them for $15. Another thing is, we posted that image and I told my team, go ahead and everybody can use it if you want. It's got that flashing, so it's a little video. So guess what? It lets you see how many people have viewed it too. That's why I make those. So it kind of gives us an idea, ooh, people are really watching, they're interested. So between myself and my team, we already have about 50 confirmed guests that want to be put on what we're telling them is, let us know if you want to be put on our VIP list. And as soon as the event is created and put up, we will add you to it. So you will be the first lucky few to start seeing what's going on. So we're reaching out to currents. We're reaching out to people on our friends list, anyone that's been a potential. And then when, you know, we're supposed to be training our teams to be adding people to their hundreds list every single day. So every day when you're adding those people, let them know. You know, they don't have to feel pressured to order right now, but if they're interested, have them check out your website and then say, you know, I'd love to add you to my VIP list. My team is doing a super secret, or just say a secret Black Friday sale. And the only people that get to see what these sales are by invite only. Like, you have to be invited to this event. It will not be a public event. So it's, again, it's not something that you can just share the link on your page and say, comment below if you want an invite, you know, or just expect other people to, you know, hop on. Like, we actually, this is also going to help you see who your runners are on your team, who's really willing to reach out there and message out to people and talk to people about it, you know? And another thing I told them too was start looking at people's profiles. Start scrolling. And I know we try to stay away from that, but one thing that I noticed, and I got a couple of really good potential customers to want to be put on my list, was I started going through and looking at people who are putting money saving ideas and hacks on their page. So they're sharing like those links and the pictures of, you know, DIY hacks and things like that, ways to save money when they post like Chipotle's got free burritos one day or something like that. Those are people that are always looking for a deal. So that to me just drew my attention, was like, I'm putting them on my list, and I'm going to privately send them a message and let them know what we have, what we're going to be having on Black Friday, and ask them if they want to be added to the list. Or if you've got people that are already saying, oh my gosh, you guys, like if anybody sees a good deal on this, I'm looking for this for my kids. People are starting to post for that, you know, what they're looking at, what their kids are wanting for Christmas and stuff. Those are people that, again, they're looking for deals. So I'm making a list, and then those are the people I'm privately messaging. Go ahead.
No, you're not, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you're not like telling them any of the deals. You're just saying,
nope,
this is, you know, and so when you create the event, you said you're going to create the event 2 weeks in advance. Mm-hmm. Are you're adding people to it during those 2 weeks, or just like the day before you start posting?
No, we're going to start adding people. The event is going to go up on this Thursday, because that'll be exactly 2 weeks out.
Okay.
And so then once we add the event, then everyone on your team, whoever you have doing it with you, then they can start adding their people. And so the first post that's going to be made is, welcome to our secret Black Friday sale. You guys are among the very few elite, you know, or VIP people that have been given a special invitation to this, you know, private event. You know, we're going to, and just let them know what you're going to do. We're going to post some information. Let us know if there's any products you'd love to see some deals on, because this is also going to give you an idea, because you've still got 2 weeks to change up if you guys want to do something else of your own, if you want to offer up a different kind of idea. So if there's a lot of people that's saying, oh, you know what, I really love the cleanse, or I love hearing about the cleanse, or you know what, I've been wanting to try that probiotic. I heard you guys had that, and I see you post about it a lot. You know, if you start seeing like a couple of people, like, you know, something where people are, a lot of people are talking about wanting a kind of deal on a certain product, then you can kind of conform to that and say, all right, you know what, guys, let's put our heads together, see if we can't offer, what can we offer something free if they ordered the probiotic or something.
Yeah, I love it.
You know, maybe like a week worth of greens or something to pair with their probiotic, or I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that a lot. I was just making sure. I'm like, I think that's how I understand it, but I'm like, oh, I'll just make sure, because it's fun. I think what drew me to it is seeing just your excitement about it. And I was like, you know, this sounds like something that's fun, that is not, I mean, it's a lot of work, but it's probably a lot easier than going out and trying to blitz, you know, like on Black Friday or something, trying to just go out and blitz a bunch of people. Like, this is, you know, kind of bringing them to you, which it's always good. So
I have a question. At what point are you going to explain the loyal customer program within all of this, or like before the party or during the party, or are you going to explain that, or what's your line for that?
Yeah, so we're actually going to, during the 2 weeks before, after we put the event up, we're actually going to make a post, and then I think we're probably just going to have like a slide that explains the loyal customer program. But then we're also going to probably about a day or so before, I'm going to do a Facebook Live, and I'm going to try to get some of my team here, or maybe a couple days before. We don't want to do it on Thanksgiving. But try to get a couple of my local teammates here, and we're going to do a Facebook Live and just kind of talk about the loyal customer program. And then we're also actually going to be offering up, and of course it will not be announced until Black Friday, but for anyone that joins our team, for every distributor that joins, they cannot say, I'd love to join, and then they push it off and they don't do it. They have to actually join on Black Friday. We're going to give them a free box of wraps or facials. It's their choice.
Okay, my next question would be, how are you taking orders? Are you just having them go to the website? Because sometimes we don't want to send them off to the, off to the website, or how are you keeping track of that? You know what I mean?
So each distributor is responsible for their own guests.
Yeah.
So for each slide, one of the things that we talked about was at the end of each slide, or if you do a Facebook Live video to talk about the products you're talking about or whatever, we're going to make sure that we say, get back with the distributor who invited you to this private event, and they will help you get your order placed. Okay. Because they've got their card on them. They're out ready to go shopping. Yeah,
no, I just didn't know. A lot of times, I'll get them on the phone and get all the information set up and put the order in for them. So I make sure it's on my website. It's not, there's always been flukes. And if It Works does a Black Friday sale, it tends to bog down the ordering system or whatever. So that's why I'm like, well, right. Do you guys just have your sheets ready? Are you doing private messages on the side? How are you doing that? And then with the new team member offer with the free wraps, are you stipulating anything like with 4 loyal customers, or you just sign up, you get the wraps?
It's just you sign up to join the team and you get the 4 wraps. I personally started about a month ago offering up either another free box of wraps or a check for $25 or a gift card to a restaurant of their choice for $25 if they get their first loyal customers before their business builder kit arrives.
Okay, that's cool. I like that idea too.
But that's not something that we're doing for Black Friday, but I mean, you guys are more than welcome to. We're just wanting to do the urgency of that day. So each distributor is responsible for keeping track, when one of their potentials wants to place an order or one of their current loyals wants to place an additional order, then each individual distributor is keeping track, and then they have to have that customer's ID number and then their order number so we can double check and make sure that I went in and it was credited. Now, of course, there may be issues, because it is Black Friday, so there may be issues with the system being bogged down. But as long as we have all of their information, our team has said that it would be okay as long as the order got put into the system and was processed within 24 hours.
Yeah, well, and
because we can't control what, if the system has a glitch on that day or whatever the case might be. But then that also helps us. So when we have someone that orders, then they just keep track. And then every 2 hours on our team, we're going to have a private thread for those that are working the Black Friday sale with me. And we're going to have a private thread and say, okay, we're up to this many, or we're up to 12 wraps are sold, and we're only offering up 25 of them for 15, so we can kind of keep track. So we have a certain person that is helping keep track of how many of each of those deals is being sold. So when somebody says, okay, I sold a Peppermint Bliss gift set, or I just sold and placed the order for my customer for the ThermoFit and the Fat Fighter pack. So we're kind of assigning duties so that it's not all me doing all the work, and it's also helping our teammates to take on some leadership roles, and it helps them to feel like they're important and that, I can't do this Black Friday thing on my own. I need my team, my runners behind me, and I need them on board to do the work too, so they can see, there's a reason that I'm building and growing my business so much, so fast in the last few months, and it's because I've been digging my heels in. And so many keep reaching out and saying, how are you getting so many new distributors? How do you keep adding customers every month? And I say, well, it's because when my mind starts to go in and I start talking with other leaders, you start coming up with ideas, and these are things that you start working on. And, and then I offer up those roles to the runners on my team, because you know what? This Black Friday sale is going to show you who can be organized and who's ready and willing to do the work, because we're in the last quarter of the year, guys, and I want to end strong. I don't know about you guys. I want to be like booming for conference. So, Liz, do you have anything?
This is so good. I've been in and out. I'm going to have to listen to the recording because the kids were yapping in the car and being a little crazy. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see what It Works, because they always have their own stuff that I know you mentioned that too. So there'll be that stuff going on too. I love the idea of being prepared, like you're in a private event, asking people if they'd like to be, a part of that, and that you're putting them into that group so that it's even a really great place for when It Works does offer their own as well. You have them all kind of in that place, which I think is really, 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 really good. I didn't hear every detail, but those are the things that I'm like, yes, to be ahead of the game. I'm not a Black Friday go out shopper like you, but I am a Cyber Monday. I'm definitely an online chica that way. So I think this is a great, another way that they can get online and not have to go out there for those that don't want to too. And love how you're doing it during the night hours, like the morning hours. That's awesome. Kudos to you for that. It's a great thing. Even if you didn't want to go to the depth that Miss Becky, the queen of amazing creativity, is, just seriously, because all y'all, I'm sure, are going, you can just take some of Becky's ideas and just start messaging out and asking if they'd like to be a part of a VIP Black Friday thing, and just do it at work too. So it doesn't have to be anything additional if you don't want to do all that. Just take some of the tidbits of what she's got going on. Why are you guys laughing?
Because you keep freezing and we're like, what was that?
What's she going to say? Did you catch what I said though? Did you get that?
I think we got the gist.
Okay. So even just to take pieces of it, I think would be really, really awesome. If you do all of what she said, just getting prepared and getting events, a private page set up and letting them know, like, this is such a special VIP page, and, you'll be the first, like you mentioned before. So I think that'll be really good. I love it. Awesome.
I like the idea of just even having an idea of how to be prepared. Like, a lot of times, you get to the Black Friday thing and they don't obviously announce it ahead of time. So having that mindset of, okay, we know something's coming, so we can throw that in there. But, I don't know. I like to be a planner when I can. I just don't come up with the good ideas on what to do. And so I like having a creative mind like Becky, so I can steal the ideas.
I agree. She's always taken the ideas to the 100th degree, and it's like, thank you so much, Becky, for being willing to share with us. Seriously.
So one thing that we had talked about too when I was talking with my team on the Zoom the other night was because someone had brought up to me in a private message before it, well, are we doing it on Black Friday or should we do it on Cyber Monday? So, and I thought that was a really good point. So just because we're doing it on Black Friday doesn't mean you guys have to. You could do a Cyber Monday thing. For me personally, I just felt like I remember for years going and sitting in line outside of a store and it's freezing cold. People literally camp out in a tent and have little heaters and thermoses full of hot cocoa and coffee. And they do it for hours. I know, totally crazy, right, Stace? And I'm just like, no way. I'm not, I would get there early, but I would see the people at the front of the line. I'm like, how did they get here so early? I'm here at like 4 a.m. and it doesn't open till 7. And there's already a mile-long line. So I'm like, what are those people doing? So I went back to thinking, I'm like, every person that was there sitting in line, and even myself included, they're on their phones. They've got charger battery packs with them so they don't lose power on their phone. And that's what they're doing. Black Friday, I think it's great for retail stores, but I really think we can take advantage of it, because that's why we're going to go live at 12:01, because people are already getting up there. There's already going to be tons of people camped out in front of stores. And if they're not already, by the time we get all of our specials posted for the day and we start, talking about them, people are getting up and they're getting ready to get bundled up to go out to stand in those lines. To do what? Play on their phone. So why not take advantage of that? Cyber Monday, they're just sitting in front of their computer, but we don't have quite as many offers as those Cyber Monday sales do. So, and people are already going to be in front of their computer. So it would be a good day if you wanted to do another sale, you could do that too. But I just think for us, I thought, gosh, I just remember every year I've done a Black Friday. I haven't done it in a few years, but man, that's all people did. They're sitting there for hours and they're on their phone. So why not take advantage of while they're bored and cold, and they're already got their, their credit card, they've got their credit card, their debit card with them because they're ready to spend that money, honey. So why not take advantage of that and be like, we have some really great deals that you can take advantage of while you're waiting in line,
What's funny is, what did they used to do before phones? Talk to people?
I don't know.
We used to talk to each other.
That would be the time to blitz. If people were on their phones years ago, that would have been the perfect time to blitz. But that's why I say, we have to learn as leaders, we have to, adjust to the times, and we have to try to come up with those new creative ways to really attract people to the business and the products. And, sometimes it's just, like I said, I can't always control what God's going to throw into my head, but it was I kept getting 3 emails in a row. And, I'm trying to message with a new distributor I just added to the team tonight. And in between trying to message, I get this alert on my phone. I'm like, oh my gosh, how do I stop the email alerts from coming through when I'm trying to talk to her? And then I went back afterwards last night, and I'm like, or this was a couple of days ago. And then last night it happened again. And I'm like, this is just reiteration for me, just affirmation, that we need to take advantage of this. People love Black Friday sales. They love to save money. So why not, be willing to take a little bit of a hit and, sell the wraps for $10 cheaper? Because we're going to be showing, again, we're showing the Blitz card that shows originally they're $30. So in all essence, they're seeing it as they're going to get it wrapped for 50% off,
Yeah.
So I have a question on that. So things like, you have 25 wraps for sale for the $15. Are you all together? You put in 5, you put in 5, and you put in 5, into a bucket, and then you give out? Or is it you take care of your guests only? So Becky, you could have 25 people buy all the 25 wraps, and the rest of us could not. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Are you guys sharing the giveaway stuff, or how are you? How are you doing that
for our events? It's just 25 for the event. So it's just that number for the event. So when a distributor gets someone that says they want to buy a wrap, then, like I said, we're going to have a thread just specifically for that event for those that are partaking in it on my team. And then each one is going to say okay, hey, I just sold a wrap, or I just sold a facial. And then we have someone in that thread that privately at home is keeping a tally. So then they can put up a list and maybe every couple hours and say, all right, guys, we have 22 sold. So we, the next 3, we only got 3 wraps sold. So then somebody's going to make a post and say, out of 25, we've only got 3 wrap specials left. Who wants to take advantage and buy one of the last 3 wraps or facials for just $15 at 50% off?
So what happens if you have a tie then? If you have all of a sudden 6 people are oh, I want the last ones, and you know what I mean?
Then we're just going to tell them that they have made the cut. You know what I mean?
Everybody's a winner kind of deal?
Yeah. So we're going to tell them, oh, you're so lucky, because we literally just had 2 other people that messaged us and wanted those other wraps. So there was only 1 left. You know what I mean? I hate to be like that and tell a little white lie, but You know what I mean? But I don't want people to miss out either, because what if that person wants to try a wrap and they get it on, and then there's still 5 days left out of the month, and they might get that wrap if they're local and try it and be like, oh my gosh, I need this. I need this in my life, or I want to sell. We could still be adding even more volume just from that $15 wrap sale. So we're not going to necessarily turn anyone away. But I think once we actually get to the 25 and we've sold like plenty more of those, then we're creating images. That's what my team and I are all working on. We all have assignments to do. And so one of my assignments is to make an image that says that, you know, only 25 wraps available for $15 a piece. And then it's going to have a big X and it's going to say sold out across it. So we're going to have images made for each one of those. Like for the packs, whatever deals we're doing, we're going to have sold out pictures made and ready to go. So when we've sold that many, we're going to say, we're sold out. You know, so then you can offer up, you know, other deals or whatever.
So you're limiting, like if you have of the skincare purchase, you're limiting like how many reps are you, or facials or whatever are you doing with that? Is it 25 like per package that you've put, or per deal that you've put together? You know what I mean?
It's just like for the first 25 people that place a skincare purchase.
Okay, so like you'll have 25 wraps or facials at $15 each, and then another.
There'll be 15 wraps, and there'll be 50. Or I'm sorry, not 15. There'll be 25 wraps, and there'll be 25 facials. So technically, there'll be 50.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and then once we get, so let's say we get all 50 wraps, and we get all 50 wraps sold at $15, and then we have, let's say, 21 facials sold. We're going to keep every hour or so posting an update under each of those. So it'll keep bumping those deals up in the news feed. And so while people are messing around on their phone, there might be people that are like, oh, I don't know if I want to take advantage of this or not. I'm not really sure. So when we get people that order a couple, then we're going to, like, every hour or two, we're going to post like, here's an update. You know, there's now 12 of these are sold. There's only 13 left. You know, that way it bumps it up in their news feed. It bumps it up on the page, and people start to sense, oh, you know what? I've been thinking about it, but I better message them now before they're gone. You know?
Yeah, no, I get it. I just didn't know where you were limiting that, because you have quite a few packages, and I'm like, so if you do 25 per package, like that's a lot. But if you're doing just like 50 total, and then if it's that they go, you know, they sell for 15 each, or they sell in a package deal, you know, just that's where I was getting at. Like, how many are you actually doing? Like, how many are you allotting for each thing, or is it just a pool of 50? And
yeah, so it's 15 or it's 25 per deal, except for the wraps and facials, because that's going to be one post, but it'll be 25 wraps available, 25 facials available for 15 each. And then for the first 25 people that order a skincare product, they get a free facial. And then the ThermoFit and the Fat Fighter pack, the first 25 people to order get a free wrap. So there's a lot of free wraps on the line, but again, this is all why I talked about all the details with my team and made sure, are you willing to give away a free wrap? Mm-hmm. You know, and just let them know that you will get them their free wrap, not the ones that we're selling individually, but the free wraps or facials. We're letting them know that we will get them that free wrap or facial within 30 days. So that way, here's what we're doing. And this is why I wanted to do it this way. Because you're getting new customers. And remember, for every 2 loyal customers you get a wrap reward. So it's kind of helping our team too. So it's not costing as much to be able to get those free wraps for our customers. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's very smart. I like that. So it's not like, okay, 24 hours from now, it'll be in the mail. No, we have 30 days to redeem those wrap rewards. That's really smart. And Sarah, I understand what you were just trying to say about how many wraps were giving away, and that's something that we can talk about here on what we're going to do, so we can
I was
make
just
our own
curious.
rules on that. But I mean, I get what you mean, or what you're asking, but
I just didn't know if it was a pool of like 25 for the whole entire thing. So I mean, you could sell 25 packs and nobody gets any for $15, or that's where I was going with that. So, but it I understand now, Becky. So lots of details. This is why I don't do this stuff. Too many details.
I'm totally all over this.
And I'm not a green. I'm a red.
I'm
So-
fine with Becky.
Gotta have some green in you, Becky, because holy smokes.
Well, see, the thing is that there's always going to be people like, you guys had a lot of questions and that's awesome. But there's going to be people that are going to be invited to the party that are going to have questions like that. You know what I mean? They're going to have a lot of questions. So we have to lay all that out on the line and make sure that we're prepared and your team that you're partnering up with is prepared to be able to answer those questions when their potentials message out.
Yep.
So I have a quick question. So Stacy, Sarah, and Colleen, you guys were the ones that wanted to hear this thing. So are you guys thinking of doing it together, or are you guys thinking of doing this individually?
We haven't talked about it. Colleen and I just, we were doing a power hour today, and we started talking about it because we were talking about setting up events at Rasmussen. And then we got into, I was like, oh, did you hear about this Black Friday thing that Becky's doing? And so then we listened to her voice messages together, and I'm like, that's actually not a bad idea. What do you think? Because normally I'm gone. I leave right after Thanksgiving typically. So I'm not this year. And so I was like, well, maybe we should look into it. Let's ask her what the details are. And so that's what kind of prompted it.
Right.
So
it was totally a light bulb moment. Absolutely
Cool.
loved it. And of course we're like, well, we got to call Stacy.
yeah.
Three amigos do it. So then Stacy, Sarah, and myself, do we want to open it up? I was like, who's the other person? The three of us. Do we want to open it up to the whole team? I mean,
We can talk about it later.
The Stacy and down kind of team, or even whole team enter it, really, I guess, or our Minnesota team, I guess. But
Let's do that privately. Let's talk about that later and just kind of chat about it and see what we want to do. So
right. Absolutely love all this. I'm so
when
excited.
when we think back, it's, how many 90-day challenges haven't we done? Where we start inviting people, getting them in there, doing the weigh-ins, all that jazz. And I like the idea of November. What?
You
I
froze.
didn't hear anything you just said.
Oh,
How many
I
90-day
said-
challenges?
I said, remember all those 90-day challenges we've done in the past, weigh-ins, and people come
Yep.
and we get plans set for everybody, and we do awards at the end. I mean, just think of all those things that we've done. I like the idea of something that's before the new year. You know what I mean? Something like this, where you just kind of get ahead of the game. And my sisters in Isogenics, they got a whole holiday health tribe thing that they got going already to help people get into this group, and they're giving recipes, healthy recipes, exercise tips, all those things to help people during the holidays instead of waiting till after the holidays. So there are just so many things. So I think this is a great thing to do. I think it's great to do like a Black Friday
And
thing.
we can utilize too, like the new customers that come on. Siri. We can utilize the new customers that we bring on from this Black Friday sale and prompt them into a new year, like 90-day challenge type thing too. So it's going to open up a whole new can of worms for us, I think, for the new year. And that's kind of why I was like, oh, when the light bulb went off with the Black Friday thing, I'm like, I have to do this. I have to do this because I want to end this year strong. I'm getting my diamonds by Christmas, and I want to go into conference kicking total butt. And that's when, like, right after Christmas, that is when, I've been doing the research. Like, there's like a $6 billion industry with the health and wellness industry between November and April, you guys. It's crazy. And it's like, we need to take advantage of that. And so, like I said, like the light bulb went off with this Black Friday thing. I'm like, we have to do this. I don't care if I don't sleep. Like we need to do it from 12:01 a.m. and ends at 11:59 p.m. Because it just gives you so much time, and it's really going to open up so many more doors for potential customers. And then think of the potential distributors that see how you're working so well together as a team, and they want to be a part of that. I just brought on a team member tonight that was like, even though I'm really new, can I still come to the team Christmas party in like 3 weeks? I'm like, yes.
That's awesome. Well, and it's just planting those seeds now for, later. And I think it's a genius idea, because this is just a tough time. And yeah, this is just a great way to set yourself up. And they can see how the products are working. So then, when conference comes, they've already been on the product, like it's all fresh in their brains, and, they've been using the products, and it's just a great way to say, hey, you like the products. How about you join my team? I love it. I think it's genius.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Stacy, did you have any last thoughts? You've been kind of quiet.
I know. I'm sorry. This is like my power hour too. So I'm like on eSuite, but I'm listening too. So I'm totally multitasking. But yeah, because these guys messaged me like about 20, 30 minutes before this Zoom. No, I lie. It was longer than that. It was maybe like an hour. So no, this is all good stuff. So I think Sarah, Colleen, and I can connect and see what our game plan is going to be for what we do. So I thank you, Becky, for all the info. It's
You're
good.
welcome. I'm always happy to help. So do you guys have any other questions, or are you guys good? And of course, you can always feel free to reach out to me anytime if you guys are, after you guys get together and you share it with whoever you want to share it with or whatever, and you got any other questions on how, I'm doing anything, or if maybe you're going to put a twist on something, share it with me, we're better together.
Well, I think the main part is just, for us to talk and then decide either yes or no. And then even if we don't have all the details ironed out yet, like you do, at least we have a good groundwork for it. And it's just that idea of we need to start promoting it now. So that's the key, is start promoting it now, and then work through, if we do need to change anything or whatever, work through that and work on the slides and all that, because we still have a couple weeks. It's not like it's tomorrow, the sale is happening, did you invite anyone? It's
right,
preparing it ahead. And it might even be something fun that we can utilize into Colleen and I set up rep parties at Rasmussen for the first 3 Thursdays in December. So this might be something that would be fun to incorporate into that as well, as a special thing there. If if it goes really well here, it might be something just in person that might be a cool thing to do. I don't know. I just can't wait to chat with them. So.
Well, and I think, and Becky, maybe you mentioned this, but I'm going with a friend that I met down here on Thursday during the day, and I'm part of their Facebook group, and they said the first 10 people there are going to be able to put their name into a $75 shopping spree. Someone will win. So I think even doing those kinds of things, even in, to this event, or even
in Florida.
We did?
We just locked in Florida, 197 to 130 something.
Trump, we're talking election.
This will be a Zoom, okay. Remember?
Oh, yeah, we'll go back and remember that archive.
The class we're at tonight, some of the people that were there, they were watching as we were doing our class, and I would say they probably weren't in favor as far as how the numbers were going. Not really sure. I didn't ask because it wasn't the time or the place, and I don't care. But anyways, I was inside. I was doing a little cheer. Anyways.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm totally there. I'm edge of my seat. Please keep praying. Oh, Lord be with us. Okay. Anyways, so something like doorbuster, first 10 to get online to this, or first whatever to get to this. You can even be doing that. I'm going to do that with my holiday sip that are here. The first, am I frozen again?
You were like,
Did you hear it though?
No.
So for the first 5 who show up at the door, the door prize or whatever, first 5 to show up at our holiday sip and shop, or the first 2 to bring a friend, you know what I mean? Incentivize like crazy. People want to win stuff. They want to win stuff. They want to walk away with stuff. Deals on things, $5 off that. So
Yeah.
I love it. It's good. It's good. We just need to keep brainstorming these awesome ideas and implementing some. And don't do anything that's too overwhelming for yourself. Just do what works. You know, if you got to simplify it, then do that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I would be willing to hop in and ask if there's anybody on our team that wants to hop in. You guys just let me know what you guys want to do.
And that's why I said too, you know, like when I came up with it, I'm like, obviously, like I know I'm like the creative genius on my team, and that's cool, but I can't do it all on my own. And if anybody knows me at all, I am so bad about asking for help, but I knew that when I thought about this was a really good idea, but I was going to need help to really implement it. So I made sure that, you know, I came up with lists and, you know, came up with jobs, like, so that everyone that wants to partake from my team, they all have responsibilities. And again, like I said earlier, it's helping to teach them take on some leadership roles, you know, and let them feel like they are really making, you know, like making a difference, and they're taking on that leadership role, so we can see where they're going to go with it. You know, if they're really inviting people on and they're really going after it, and really, like, you know, getting creative with their posts and how they're inviting people and stuff, you know, that's just going to show you like, okay, cool. Like, and just imagine how, like I said before, how many doors it's going to open and how many potential distributors you're going to get from doing this when they see how well you work so well together with your team, and that you make it fun, you know? That's going to attract people too, not just the sales. It's going to attract distributors. So I'm excited. I'm, like I said, I was happy to share. I was so happy to hear that, like, Sarah was like, would you please share if you don't mind? I'm like, why would I mind? We're supposed to be one team, one mission, right?
Yeah, I know. It was just so last minute. Like, Colleen was actually like, we should get her on a Zoom tonight. And I'm like, okay, going through the mental list of, okay, I have this class, I have this till this time. Like, it's that much later there. You know, it just, we didn't want to inconvenience you, but I appreciate that you hopped on and did this. And I didn't want to wait till Monday. Sorry. I was like, nope, if this is what you have, I'll take it.
Yeah, but with my schedule, it was just like, if we're going to do it, we have to do it tonight, because I got to pack the car and everything for St. Louis tomorrow. And then as soon as my daycare kids leave Thursday night, Braylee and I have to get on the road for 9 hours. So,
well, and I appreciate that. I think it's just a blessing that she and I happen to be working together today and happen to, you know, like, be able to brainstorm. I mean, what a blessing. Because if it would have been a day later, we wouldn't have been able to, you know, like, I feel like we would have just got set back so much further. It probably would have been too discouraging.
mm-hmm.
At least that's how I work. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just, I feel like this is something that, you know, God just put in our place. So, and I heard the stuff yesterday. It just didn't quite register quite as much until I talked through it with somebody. Because that's just, I have to, like, write it out. I don't do well if I'm like just hearing it. I have to actually, like, see it. So, anyways.
Yes, and teamwork does make the dream work. And we are, as they always say, #better together. Absolutely. So I love that you guys were getting together too. It's just so important to do that, just to keep spurring each other on, encouraging each other, and just keeping that going. So I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Thank you so much, Becky, for your time and
Yes.
the great ideas, and can't wait to keep collaborating on different things as we keep going. So
Awesome. Thank you so very much. Very good. Love it.
Safe travels, Becky, on your trip.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm trying to set up a wine and facial party with some of my old friends back in St. Louis while I'm there too. So I never stop. Trying to get one set up for Friday night because we don't have anything going on Friday night. And my daughter wants to spend time with Braylee. My oldest daughter wants to spend time with Braylee that night. And I said, why don't you take her to the movies? I'm going to see if I can schedule a wine and facial party with some friends. And then, you know, we can celebrate with some ice cream afterwards or something. Or
That's
whatever
awesome.
her pregnancy cravings are at the time. I don't know. So
I love it. That's awesome. And congratulations on your newest distributor tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the other day,
Yep.
woo woo, you're on fire, girl.
2 distributors already and a loyal customer. And I've got another potential that reached out to me and said, is there a way that I can sell something or do something to can you help me find a way to come up with the money so I can join before my payday? I said, well, yeah, of course.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Got it. Just call me.
My goal was to finish my Steps to Success twice this month. So they're telling
That's awesome.
secrets. What are you telling secrets? Is that Gideon?
He's giving me updates on the election.
Oh. I see you.
Say hi.
Don't hide now. You're not shy.
Liam.
Oh,
Hilarious.
Liam, how we miss you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
We miss
hop
you.
off
Kelly
here,
miss you.
guys, and I've got a couple of people that have reached out to me. It's a good thing, but I've actually been really good. Liz, you'd be really proud of me. My normal bedtime for the last almost 10 months has been like 2 a.m, and I have to be up at 6. So I've actually been getting to bed before midnight, which is really huge for me. So I'm adding 2 more hours of sleep to my night every night. I'm so proud of myself.
That's awesome.
You have to take care of yourself because you're not going to be any good if you can't, there's going to be like the season is busy now and then your season's going to continue to get busy through January and all those months and you have to get rest when you can. You have to. So
Another quick thing too, I don't know, because you guys have all been in longer than I have, but one thing I've been talking about with my team is if they go Ruby by April, I'm going to do a leadership retreat for Rubies and above. Because we have these cabins that we go to here in Ohio that have like, hot tubs and pool tables and indoor swimming pools and stuff in them. So if you guys have ever done one, like I would love to hear ideas on that sometime in the near future so I can start trying to plan for that.
you mean like a Ruby Rave type thing? You mean like a Ruby Rave type thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I must be freezing.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
No, you were fine.
I was like,
Yeah.
I think I'm freezing or something.
everybody
What's
else can hear me?
Yeah,
Like,
that's awesome.
Time to go.
like a Ruby Rave or something, but like, for rubies and above, to just like, it would be like a couple of nights in a cabin, but we would do like a power hour. We would have like a couple of special guests Zoom in or something with us for some training and, stuff like that, where it's nothing too extravagant, but something to, just reward them for all their hard work because man, is my team digging in right now. And I'm like, I need to start thinking about, I may have to do some type of because I know there's so many that can't afford to go to conference. So, I'm thinking of doing something like April or May for them.
Like a leadership
Yeah.
retreat thing for your
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah. Awesome.
So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for hopping on.